Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share what you can invest in that can get you a 9 to 40% return. Some people don't think it's possible, but that's what I'm going to share with you today. Um, Welcome back, YouTube. Before I get started, click that subscribe button to be the first to be notified about new content that I put out. All right. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. This is what I do. I'm going to share the things that I'm invested in, and but you have to do your own research, right? It's always like that in whatever endeavor you get involved in. All right. So I'm going to share two funds I'm involved in, and at the end of the video, I'm going to give you an extra third one. All right. So um, a 9% to 40% return. Is this possible in 2023? We're going into 2024, but on the tail end here, I wanted to just come out, guys, and let you know that yes, I do biblical fundamentals videos, and I also do videos about entrepreneurship and business. And so a lot of people might not know this about me, but I've been involved in stocks since 1999, and just a quick little like cap of that I have been involved since that time, but I've been a passive investor. Okay, so obviously the difference between a passive investor and an involved investor is I think we've all been there, right? Where you get into your wherever the place where you work, and they offer you a 401k or whatever it is, and they allocate like different percentages of which you can put your money in, different funds, different stocks, or what have you, mutual funds and things, and you put a certain percentage, it adds up to 100%, and you get you get what you get from that, but you don't really know what's going on. You haven't really done any research on the different stocks and the different options that they have at your job, at your place of business. But you do it because you think it's a good idea. Okay, nothing too wrong with that, but I encourage those who are going to get involved in stocks or paper assets to do your own research, and and you know you don't want to go in blindly. A lot of people do, and I did as well. But enough of that. Let's get right into it. So the first fund that I wanted to share with you that I just actually got involved with this year, and I want to say it was in October of 2023 that I transferred some funds into this account at my brokerage, and it is VIGAX. And what is VIGAX? It is the Vanguard Growth Index. And so it's VIGAX, VIGAX, VIGAX. And so this fund invests in large US companies that tend to grow more quickly. And so they grow more quickly than the broader market, right? For instance, like Microsoft, Amazon, NVIDIA, to name a few, all right? So I'm just gonna give you a little bit of background on VIGAX, and I wanted to share with you, first of all, three things. I'm gonna give you the buy-in amount, the expense ratio, and the year-to-date return on that. So VIGAX is, it is a $3,000 buy-in. So it's 3K buy-in for VIGAX, right? And the expense ratio, expense is 0.05%. The expense ratio is 0.05%, and year to date, and the difference I wanted to also share, the difference between the year to date and 1 year is the year to date is the beginning of the calendar year up until this point. And so from January up until this point, VIGAX has had a percent of 40.54. 40.54% return. 40.54%, guys, on the year-to-date return on VIGAX. Now, I just got involved in it in October. A really good friend of the family referred me actually to them actually some time ago, but I didn't make a move until this end of the year. But 40.54%, you can look it up, guys, for this fund, right? And that's amazing from the beginning of the calendar year up until right now. If you had money invested in VIGAX, right, this fund, which you can get at a brokerage, you would have a return of 40.54% year to date. All right. And so my encouragement for you guys is to do your own research, right? And get involved, be an involved, present, involved investor for yourself and for your family. Okay. And so the second fund, guys, is VTSAX. VTSAX. So I'm also involved in this fund as well, VTSAX, and the buy-in for them is the same as VIGAX, is $3,000. So the buy-in for VTSAX is $3,000, and the expense ratio, I believe, is 0.04 is the expense ratio for this guy. And I just want to double check that for you. Yes, 0.04 is the expense. So for this guy, the expense is 0.04%. Okay, what's that mean? 0.05 and 0.04 expense ratio means that for every $3,000 that you have invested in these funds, you're going to spend $1.50 on the year for every $3,000. So that's the expense ratio. All right, and these two guys, like I said, I've been involved in the VTASX for some time, and in the VIGAX, I just got involved with this year in October, and I'm going to tell you what my return is. My return on the VIGAX, I wasn't involved in it at the start of the calendar year, which was in January. I just got involved with it in October, and since October, there's been over a 12% return for what I have in there. And so you can look these funds up, guys. And the idea here is to be a present, involved investor, educate yourself, be an educated investor. You hear that as well. And it is a positive and good thing. So you know what's going on with your money, and you know what to look forward to. And so obviously past performance in these stocks and in the stock market exchange as a whole is not indicative of what it could be in the future, but they use it as a history marker, if you will. And so keep that in mind as well. And so guys, VTSAX and VIGAX, Vanguard Growth Index is the VIGAX, and the VTSAX is also in Vanguard as well. It's involved in a couple other different stocks, but you want to do your own research and find out for yourself there. All right. There again, I'm not a financial advisor. You have to do your own research. And I'm just telling you what I do, what my experience is and has been with these two funds, right, guys? And so also, before I end the video, I wanted to share as well that you can get up to $5, between $5 and $200 in stock if you go through my link that I have here, and I also put it somewhere around my video, right, on my video page. And so if you go to If you type in join.robinhood.com/JERRELW-BB9810, you'll get between $500 and $200 worth of stock. And the whole point of that is to provide, I want to bring something that's valuable and that's worth your time. And so if you go through my link, you'll get between $500 and $200 worth of stock. I also will get stock as well. And so this is going to give you the opportunity, right? If you're not an educated investor, if you to maybe get your feet wet outside of where you work, right? And download the Robinhood app. And it's another way to be an involved and present investor, guys. And to, plan for your future, plan for your family's future, right? I mean, it's something that's interesting to me. It's to be able to have hands-on in allocating your funds to different funds in the stock market, and even you can even do like individual stocks and things like that, and see where do your research and see where that takes you. All right, guys. So hey, I did say that I was going to give you a third stock before the ending of the video. So the third one, guys, and this one, now these two that I shared already, VTSAX and VIGAX, you cannot, I believe, purchase them on that platform on Robinhood that I know of, but I do know that you can purchase VOO. And so I don't know if I can put this over here where you can see it. VOO. And the VOO, guys, it is a Vanguard 500 index. That's what they invest in, right? So out of all the companies that are on the stock market, these are specifically 500 that this fund is invested in, 500 of the companies. And year to date on VOO, okay, year to date on this is 20.05% return, 20.05% return from VOO if you were invested in VOO, all right? And the expense ratio is 0.03% is the expense. 0.03% is the expense ratio. And here's a nice little tidbit. There is no minimum buy-in for VOO. There's no minimum buy-in for these guys right here. And so if you had your money year to date, that's the beginning of the calendar year up until this point, you would have gotten 20.05% return on your money. That's not bad. And so that's a decent return. There's not many places that you can put your money, guys. You certainly can't put it in your savings account. You certainly can't put it under your pillow and get a 20.05% on your money, right? And so the VOO fund is an ETF. And so what is an ETF? ETF is an exchange traded fund, and that simply means that you can buy and sell this fund on the stock market exchange, right? And so what it is it's a bundle of assets that you can get and trade during market hours, okay? And you can check this VOO out right here on Robinhood. And so you go through my link, you'll get between $500 and $200 worth of stock, guys. So hey, I hope this was valuable. I hope you got something from this, and if anything, encouraged you to move ahead and move forward, be a present and involved investor for you and for your future, guys, and for your family. All right. So, hey, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. And also, give me a thumbs up if you liked it. If you didn't like it, just comment. Tell me, what else you were expecting or what else you would like to see for videos like this. So until next time, guys, be well. See you later.